Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to the LDL Mega Week 4 Team Builder. Now this is more interesting because of the fact that I am in this league from week 3. I'm taking over a team and I've modified that team so it looks barely identical to what it looked like before. But yeah, LDL Week 4 Team Builder for the Mega Division, which is doubles. And you know, I do have, obviously, a finals under my belt. I do have a championship under my belt in the RBL Season 2. So, you know, I thought I'd take on this challenge and we'll see what we can do. Currently, this team is at 3 losses. But I'm hoping that through the modifications I've made and through the team that I've built, that I should actually be looking pretty decent here. Now, my team fundamentally is a hard rain team. And I haven't brought hard rain in this because I have got the access to a pretty good Trick Room scenario. I've got access to Galarian Slowking, allowing me to build up some special attack on my team. So I really like the idea of Slowking and Tapu Lele together. I've got a Shifu here, which can honestly do some work. So, you know, I am excited for this match. So first of all, we've got Galarian Moltres on Bloody's team. I'm not actually 100% sure. In fact, I have the document up here, so let's look. It literally just says Bloody is the team, and I'm not 100% sure what they are called. Okay, there we go. There's the tab. The Charlotte Corviknights. I recognise that name. Charlotte Corviknights. So we are battling against the Charlotte Corviknights this week, and from what I've heard, Bloody is a very, very good battler. So yeah, this is exciting and terrifying, and I am looking forward to the match that we get into. So, Galarian Moltres is scary. It's just a pain in the backside, honestly. Lapras G-Max was really rough against my team. I have got 2 Pokemon that are weak to Freeze Dry here, which is a huge problem, honestly. And yeah, not Galarian, Lapras, Gigantamax Lapras is a problem. Grimmsnarl can be a problem, obviously access to fairy type attacks, and a Shifu is here with 4 times fairy weakness. Porygon Z, which is just a really strong Pokemon. Tangrowth, bulky. I think I can probably deal with the Tangrowth relatively okay. Arcanine, now I've seen what Arcanine can do, I know what Arcanine can do, and the answer is a lot. So yeah, I've got to be careful with that. We've got Latios, which is again quite a scary Pokemon to deal with. We have got Mamoswine, which, you know, is just annoying in general. Gengar, lots of power here on this team, even with kind of like a lot of bulk as well. So this team is actually really, really well thought through, really solid in what it is. Now, looking through it and what my team can bring, I have gone like this. So we have got Close Combat Shifu. I've got Expert Belt on here just to increase out my damage output on super effective attacks. Close Combat does hit a lot of things, like the Moltres doesn't really want to take Close Combat, Lapras doesn't want to take one, Grimmsnarl doesn't really want to take one, Porygon Z definitely doesn't want to take, Arcanine, you know, probably doesn't want to take, but he does get the Intimidate, obviously. Wicked Blow on the Latios. I have got Close Combat for Mamoswine, Wicked Blow again on Gengar, Charge Bug, realistically I'm not worried about, and Lunatone I go for the Wicked Blow. So I actually have pretty good coverage in my 2 stabs here with a Shifu, and it is G-Max. It specifically does have to be G-Max, but I do not have to Gigantamax it if I don't want to. I think I'm going to Dynamax different Pokemon to kind of deal with this team. But yeah, honestly, I think a Shifu is going to be a really good in the back breaker, or not a breaker, cleaner towards the end of the match. Yeah, I think I just need to try and kind of see what the plan is lead-wise. Obviously, I haven't seen any of the battles, so I don't really know what's going on here, and I have got the downside of the fact that it's 3 weeks in, I've just built the team, and obviously they're used to their teams by now. So, you know, we'll see how we get on with this. Hopefully, Shifu will work quite nicely in this team. To pair up with a Shifu, I have gone for Tapu Lele. Now, Tapu Lele is a gorgeous Pokemon. Obviously, having the Psychic Surge, I've gone for Psychic Seed as well. I just thought Psychic Seed works quite nice for what I'm doing. Psychic, I did want Expanding Force. I thought Tapu Lele learned Expanding Force, but it does not, which is unfortunate. That's half the reason that I actually drafted it. That was half of the reason I drafted it in this team. So unfortunately, like, you know, a bit of a bummer. But that being said, obviously I've got Moonblast and Psychic. They cover a lot of Pokemon on this team. Thunderbolt also gives some coverage there. So Moltres, Lapras, Grimmsnarl aren't too much of a problem. Porygon Z could be a problem, but I have got quite high special defense. Arcanine is annoying, but at the same time Psychic is destructive on it. Latios, you know, I've got the Moonblast, so realistically I could probably win the one-on-one there. Mamoswine is an annoying problem, but his special defense isn't super high. Gengar is a huge problem, so I do have to be very cautious of Gengar here, and Chargebug and Lunatone not as worried about. But yeah, Tapu Lele I think definitely can work really, really nicely in this team. I've gone for just a fast sweeping Tapu Lele. That was kind of my idea with this one. But yeah, I think this will hopefully work really, really nice, and we are going to get a lot out of those first two Pokemon. Next up, we've got Pelipper. Now, Pelipper is here more as a support Pokemon. As you'll know, in the RBL, my main aim was to have a Tailwind user and a Trick Room user each week, and that allowed for me to have the choice of whether I want to go slow or fast. And this time, I've actually got mons that are relatively fast, and then Tailwind will allow them to get faster. And I've also got a Trick Room scenario, which allows them to slow the mons right down. So Pelipper, Tailwind, as I said, really good. Hurricane in Drizzle, obviously a really good thing to do. Surf, because it's a really good doubles move. I have got Protect on the majority of my Pokemon, which does allow for me to stop any shenanigans there. And then we've got Roost for recovery. Really, I did struggle with a fourth move. I initially had Defog, but then I found out that it only gets Defog through transfer moves, so that's fun. Yeah, and I don't think I put Defog on anything else, so obviously setting up any screens here is going to be a really, really good shout with Grimmsnarl, and honestly, I should have thought about that after I ran into the issue, but, you know, I didn't, so that's that. But yeah, hopefully this is going to be able to do some nice different stuff. I'm still thinking on replacing Wakam with a Yachi Berry, because there isn't an electric type Pokemon on this team, but a lot of the mons do learn electric attacks. But obviously the Freeze Dry Lapras I think is the biggest one I'm expecting. Just kind of deciding which one is which that I need to bring. I think Wakam probably just about wins it, but obviously Freeze Dry is a massive, massive thing I do need to be aware of, especially on Lapras and even on Mamoswine. Well, it's unlikely on Mamoswine because its attack is so much higher, but it could still be a thing. And I've gone defensive here. I could have gone specially defensive, but I thought I'd go defensive on this one. It will allow me to hopefully live a couple of different hits on different things, especially considering my defense is so much higher than my special defense. But hopefully, yeah, we're going to work quite nicely with this Pelipper. Obviously, setting up Drizzle to deal with the Arcanine is definitely going to be really nice as well. And looking at the team, there aren't many Pokemon that like to see Pelipper. Lapras is probably the only one which is kind of like can deal with it quite easily. But other than that, the rest of the team doesn't particularly like the matchup against Pelipper. You know, obviously it can be a workaround, it can cause me problems as well, but I think Pelipper's a really solid mon in this format. Next up is a mon that I am hoping to put in a lot of work this week. I've gone for a bulky but max special attack, and I think I'm going to regret this. I think I should have gone for more in my defenses and made it bulkier, but I have gone for the Galarian Slowking here. I'm hoping to Dynamax Galarian Slowking, get it to go with that Sludge Wave Max Ooze, increase up my special attack by multiple stages, hopefully, and then just kind of sweep through at that point. There's no Steel type on this team, which means that I'm quite free to go for the Poison type attacks that will go through basically anything there. Expanding Force obviously works really well in conjunction with the Tapu Lele, so that's why I've got that there. Also, Max Mind Stream if I want to set that up if I haven't got the Lele. And Focus Blast was on there specifically for the Lapras. It does like more than 50%, and Lapras can't do enough to meet back, so that was kind of my idea there. I'm not sure about the fact that I've gone for max special attack. I think I should have gone for a lot more special defense investment, but it's a bit late to be able to gen anything now, so you know, that's just the way the cookie crumbles, honestly. Sorry, it is really hot in here. It's really, really warm. I'm going to get my fan in a minute, because I'm just really hot. But yeah, Galarian Slowking I think is going to work nicely. It's got Trick Room to be able to obviously set up that Trick Room, allowing me to get my slow Pokemon, particularly the Galarian Slowking, Amoonguss, and Paparaja, to work really nicely. So there are two halves to this team that allow for me to be able to pull off a lot of different strategies. But yeah, that's my thought process with Galarian Slowking. Obviously, I've gone for the minus speed nature there as well, just because I want to be as slow as possible. In fact, there are issues with this because I have still got IVs and speed. I don't know why Showdown doesn't automatically take it off when you do the minus speed nature. I thought it did. But you know, that's a problem that I will deal with at some point. Oh gosh, what? Right, there is something that keeps on coming up on my computer. It's like news of the day, and it keeps on coming up on my toolbar, and I'm just like, stop, and I don't know how to stop it. So if anyone knows how to stop it, let me know. Sorry for that tangent, but yeah. We have got Amoonguss next. Now, Amoonguss is obviously going to be more of a support Pokemon, but it has got the ability to be able to do some solid attacking here as well. We have got Effect Spore. If we get hit by a move, Effect Spore can work really nicely. We've got Spore on here, allow us to put everything to sleep if we want to. Black Sludge for recovery, Rage Powder to get Pokemon to be coming towards us. Obviously, Spore combined with Trick Room can work really nicely. You do have to be very careful of Latios or just the Latios, really, that I have to be careful for if I go for like Galarian Slowking and Amoonguss lead, because obviously the Psychic type attacks are going to be really dangerous for me in that respect. But yeah, we've got a Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain here as well. I thought the two stabs there worked quite nicely. I could have gone for Synthesis, but you know, I decided to try something different. I'm not bringing the same moves as everyone else, so that's something that I enjoy. Obviously, actually, Lunatone is a problem as well, but I don't know if Lunatone comes. And Lunatone match up against Amoonguss, I don't know who wins that one, because obviously we've got a stab that hits that really hard. But yeah, Amoonguss, mostly specially defensive. It's also got some special attack investment as well, and it's got on the minus speed there. I think I am going to quickly regen these 3 Mons before my match, just because they are much faster than they should be, which is kind of annoying. Moving on to our last Pokemon, we've got Copperajah. Now, Copperajah is a really fun Pokemon to use. I haven't had much opportunity to use it, but I thought, you know, let's go for a really bulky version here. Let's go for Sheer Force Life Orb, so we're just going to get damage output. Iron Head instead of Heavy Slam. I thought Iron Head worked slightly better, giving us more damage output because of the Sheer Force Life Orb. No chance to flinch though, but Strong Stab, Steel type attack is hitting hard. Earthquake hits a lot of different Pokemon on this team for at least neutral damage, and there's a couple that get hit for super effective damage, and then Power Whip just goes for some coverage as well, which is really, really nice. Obviously, Gengar no longer having Levitate is something I do need to remember when clicking things like Earthquake. But yeah, this is bulky, and it's also minus speed to be as slow as possible, so that's kind of my thought process there. But yeah, that is going to be it for the team builder. What am I predicting him to bring? I don't really know. Lapras, 110%. I would say Gengar's pretty likely. Latios or Lunatone, I want to say one of those will come. I want to say Arcanine will come. It's a major, major thing to deal with. A Shifu. Mamoswine could come. Mamoswine, actually, I think almost any of these could come. I think least likely to come is Charjabug, and maybe Tangrowth. Maybe Porygon Z, though. Those are the 3 that I would say probably aren't coming per se, but they definitely could be coming as well. So, you know, I'll see what comes and how I'm going to work around them. I need to remember, obviously, it is double, so we need to take that into consideration. But yeah, that's going to be all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.